Hello viewers, if you are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Also, click on the bell icon so that you get the latest information about the videos that are uploaded.
Hello students, welcome back to the new video. In this video, we are going to start chapter number 6, Combustion and Flame. In today's session, we will discuss about combustion. Now, let us understand what is combustion. A chemical process in which a substance reacts with oxygen to give heat and light is called combustion. So, combustion is a chemical process, and in that chemical process, oxygen and the substance react with each other and give out heat and light. So, the light which is given off during combustion can be in the form of flame or as a glow. So, we have seen that both heat and light are given out during combustion. So, the light that is given out is or can be either in the form of a flame or as a glow. Let us understand this with the help of an example. You all might have seen the wood burning, and when the wood is burnt, it gives out a flame. But have you seen the charcoal burning? Yes, the charcoal burns by producing light in the form of a glow. When the charcoal is burning, it is not producing the flame, but it gives out only a glow. The substance which undergoes combustion is said to be combustible. It is also called a fuel. So we have seen that combustion is a chemical process in which the oxygen reacts with the substance. So such substances which undergoes combustion is said to be combustible. Another name for combustible material is fuel. Now we will see some examples of combustion. Let us take the combustion of magnesium as the first example. If a magnesium ribbon is heated, it starts burning. When a magnesium ribbon burns, it combines with oxygen of air to form magnesium oxide and liberates heat and light. You are already familiar with the reaction of magnesium and oxygen. You already have seen that magnesium ribbon burns with a very bright white light. So actually how this light and heat is produced? It is due to the combustion that takes place when magnesium reacts with oxygen. So let us see what is the reaction taking place there. Magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide plus heat plus light. This is the reaction that takes place when the combustion of magnesium takes place. Now let us take the example of combustion of charcoal. Charcoal is mainly carbon. You have already seen that charcoal contains carbon. If we hold a piece of charcoal with a pair of tongs and heat it on the flame of a burner, it starts burning. When charcoal burns, the carbon of the charcoal combines with oxygen from air to form carbon dioxide. A lot of heat is produced in this combustion reaction, but only a little light is produced. So we have already said that or seen that the combustion of charcoal is only producing glow. Charcoal is mainly consisting of carbon. So when we hold a piece of charcoal with a pair of tongs and heat it in the flame of a burner, it starts burning. And at the time of burning the charcoal, it is not giving out light, but it is only glowing. But a lot of heat is produced. At the same time, it also produces carbon dioxide. Burning of charcoal can be represented as the Wade equation like this. Carbon plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide plus heat plus light. Okay. Coal also contains a lot of carbon. So coal also burns in air producing carbon dioxide, heat and light. So what we can say about coal and charcoal? We can say that coal and charcoal are combustible substances, or they act as a fuel. Oxygen is a supporter of combustion. In most of the cases of combustion, oxygen is provided by the air around us. So, in a way, air is also a supporter of combustion. So, we have already seen that oxygen is necessary for the combustion process to take place. So, we can say that oxygen is a supporter of combustion. And where do we get this oxygen from? From the air around us. Therefore, when we say that air is a supporter of combustion, that also will not be wrong. This is because air contains oxygen, and oxygen from the air is actually helping the process of combustion. So when we say that oxygen as supporter of combustion or air as supporter of combustion, it will mean the same thing. We know that food is a fuel for our body. During respiration, the digested food like glucose is broken down by the reaction with the oxygen in the body cells to produce carbon dioxide, water and heat energy. This heat energy is utilized by our body. Thus, respiration is a kind of slow combustion of food which takes place in the body to produce heat energy. So, what we can say about the digestion and the respiration that takes place in our body? It is also a process of slow combustion. You may be thinking that how it can be combustion, where it is burned inside our body. Yes, but the digested food, after the digestion, the glucose is produced, and that glucose is broken down by the reaction with oxygen in the body cells to produce carbon dioxide, water and energy. Okay, so when oxygen reacts with the glucose and produce these new substances, it is also a kind of combustion process. So what we can say about our respiration process? The respiration is a kind of slow combustion of food which takes place in the body cells to produce heat energy. We all have seen the brown rust present on the iron nails and other iron objects. The rust is formed when iron slowly combines with the oxygen present in air to form iron oxide. So the process of rusting of iron is also an example of slow combustion. The rusting liberates very little heat but no light. So just like our respiration process that takes place inside our body, we can say that rusting is also a slow combustion process. How does it becomes a combustion process? In this process, rusting of iron nail takes place by the reaction between iron and the oxygen from the air. So, here also oxygen is used up and a new substance iron oxide is formed, and during this process very little heat energy is produced but no light is produced. But we can say it as a slow combustion process, as it is also using oxygen and the very little heat energy is produced. So what we can say about rusting of iron? It is an example of slow combustion. The sun produces heat and light. The heat and light produced in the sun are not due to the ordinary combustion. In the sun, heat and light are produced due to nuclear reactions, in which hydrogen is converted into helium with the release of heat and light. So, on the Earth's surface, what are the combustion process that we have already discussed? Now, what about the sun? Because sun also produces heat and light. So, how do the sun produces then heat and light? It is not due to our ordinary combustion, but it is due to nuclear reactions. So, in the sun, the heat and light are produced due to nuclear reactions. Then what is nuclear reaction? In the sun, the hydrogen is converted into helium with the release of heat and light. You already know that sun is a ball of hot burning gases. Okay, in that hot burning gas, where the hydrogen is converted into helium, and in that process lots of heat and light is produced. That is what we are getting on the earth's surface. Now let us see what are combustible and non-combustible substances. Take a piece of paper, apply a lighted matchstick to this piece of paper. We will find that the piece of paper starts burning. So what we can say about the piece of paper? When the piece of paper is brought near to the burning matchstick, it catches fire easily, and we say that the piece of paper burns. Now, if we take a piece of stone and apply a lighted matchstick to it, we will find that the piece of stone does not burn. So, this you might have seen. When a piece of stone or a metal is brought near the burning matchstick, it won't start burning. Whereas a piece of paper catches fire and burns very easily. We say that the piece of stone does not undergo combustion. So there are two types of substances around us. From this activity, what we can conclude? We may say that the stone does not undergo combustion. And based on that, we can say that there are two types of substances around us. First one is combustible substances, and the next one is non-combustible substances. So those substances which can burn are called combustible substances. And do you know the examples? Examples are paper, diesel, oil, petrol, all these wood, all these are combustible substances. Those substances which do not burn are called non-combustible substances. Can you say a few examples? Yes, glass, stone, metals, these all substances do not burn. So such substances are known as non-combustible substances. So students, I hope you have understood these topics very well. But still, if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. I will surely try to solve it as early as possible. Here are some review questions. Please solve it in your notebook. Thank you.